Okay. What I'm going to do is issue the section 54 warning. Okay.
You're using an alarm. What's the deal with the guitar with them?
There's no law. This is a free nation, sir. This is not China. This is not North Korea. We're going to have free speech in the United Kingdom. Are you going to take this? Are you going to violate this man's free speech? Are you that unlawful? Will you do that today?
I've already told you, under Section 54, the Civic Government Scotland Act, 1984, okay?
Are you going to make the arrest?
Yeah, buskers use that. You're allowed to.
Well, there's a man who's an amplifier down there. You're not saying one word in that man. There's a man down there using an amplifier. You're not saying one word in it. Your issue is the content of the speech. You prove that because you don't say anything about a man amplifying his guitar music.
I haven't seen the guy with the amplifier.
You can hear him.
You can hear him.
Because he amplifies his guitar music.
It's really loud. Louder than this.
But you're not going to issue him a citation.
I'm going to talk to you, friend, okay? Because you're obviously not understanding.
Well, we understand, sir. We perfectly understand.
Well, you're saying that you're using an amp. The guy up there using an amp. There's lots of people in the city centre using amps today for music, very sort of things.
I've been called here, okay? Specifically. And as I understand it, you've already been given a warning.
What is the problem with using an amp? The guy up there using a guitar.
What is the problem with him just using his voice?
So what's the difference between using a voice and using a guitar?
Is it one rule for one and one for another, sir?
Somebody's singing.
Why doesn't he shut his amp off and just use his guitar without the amp? What's the difference?
Talk about that, okay? I'm here to deal with your friend, okay?
I'm asking you what the difference is.
Seems rather
If he has to
unfair.
shut the amp off and he can continue to preach.
I can't deal with a hypothetical situation, okay? I've been come here to deal with a situation that's actually happening, okay?
What is he doing that's illegal?
I told you, friend. Under Section 54 of the Civic Government Scotland Act, 1982, okay? It's an offence to continue to cause annoyance using any type of electronic means of amplifying, say, his voice, any sort of musical instrument. There's a whole range of things. It can include a television, okay? It can be in a public place, it can be in a house. There's a number of places it can be, okay?
Section 54, did you say, sir?
Is that the same thing?
You're only responding to a complaint.
Oh, no, I don't understand why people are complaining about this and they're not complaining about the music.
I can't answer that for you.
Well, this is the gospel. This is about sin. That's why people complain. Don't like to hear the truth of heaven and hell. It's Christ.
You're only responding to a call.
I understand. But you guys, you guys.
If you get a call for someone else making a noise complaint, you'll deal with it exactly the same.
Aye.
Alright?
Well, I don't know.
Can you speak to your colleague just now then?
Yeah, sure. You know, you want to speak to the guy.
Every day. Yes, sir.
My friends don't seem to believe me, okay? So I'm going to take your details and give you a warning, okay? It's an official warning, okay?
But what about telling him, sir? He might believe you. You agree with
Basically, we've had a number of complaints about you using your amplifier, okay? So, in terms of the Civic Government Scotland Act, Section 54, okay, 1982, I'm going to give you a warning regarding the use of the amplifier. If we get subsequent callback, then we have the power to seize the understand that? It's basically...
So can I move? Do I have the option to move?
Not today, no.
Not today. All the other officers said that we can move a certain distance apart, and the other officers gave me a decimal meter reading and said we were fine on the other side on Argyle. They gave me, I said, what's the ambiance above what decibel reading? And he had his meter out there. And I haven't...
decibel meters.
We had something about this size.
Not the police.
Well, it was somebody. It was somebody dressed up similar.
Does that mean you've already been given a warning?
No, it wasn't a warning. He just said turn it down below this level and we're fine. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'll give you an official warning then.
Okay, so is your warning that we cannot use amplification anywhere? Or is your warning saying somebody is complaining and we must move because one of the retailers is complaining?
Basically, it would be a warning for the city centre. Okay.
For the whole city centre? The whole city centre.
Because you're in the public at the moment.
Because what?
You're in a public realm at the moment.
Okay. And can you give me the law that
Section 54.
Section 54?
Scotland,
Okay.
1982.
Just go and see if somebody's able.
You know the law that Dale McAlpine, where he won that case, he won £7,000. So he has all of that. You know the same. Okay. Yeah, he was taken into jail and he won.
Well, I'm telling you though, is we don't have anything to measure decibels. As the council, that's the noise abatement thing. Which is a good thing. It depends on whether we get any complaints.
So even if it's at that level and you still get a complaint, you can
Basically, it's legislation we deal with. The council deal with legislation on different matters. They deal with civil legislation, so it's civil legislation.
can you not just leave it with a warning and then make it a verbal warning?
That is a verbal warning.
You don't need to compare that.
Yeah,
It's a verbal warning, you know. No, really,
basically what I've been told is they've been instructed by community wardens already. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since I didn't deal with that, okay, the fairest way to do it is for me just to warn you, okay, and ask you to move on. It's up to you whether you heed that warning. If you don't
so
heed
we
the
can
warning,
move on and we can preach at another location.
not on Buchanan Street, I'll tell you that.
Not
anyway.
on Buchanan Street.
Yeah, that's where
Now the law is that you cannot preach on Buchanan Street. Is what you're saying. You're saying there's a law that's
warning, okay? Just let me give you the warning, and then you know exactly what's happening.
I'm still confused.
So let me get this clear. If he shuts his amp off and continues to preach, he is in full right, is what you're saying. You're saying the amp needs to go off.
If he switches amplifier off, yeah, you can go ahead and preach.
Okay, so if he preaches louder than the amplifier, you can't say anything, is what you're saying.
Yep.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
So if his voice is twice as loud as the amplifier, then he can continue to preach, and there's no issue with the city, there's no crime, no law being broken. That's what you're saying right now.
Nobody complains about it. Technically...
No, wait a minute, back up. As long as someone doesn't complain about it, it's not free speech.
So what I'm saying is, that I'm dealing with it under Section 54, okay? If somebody's wanting to complain about just using your voice, it would be different legislation.
But see, this is in direct opposite of what we were told earlier by the police earlier. They said 30 minutes at each spot. That's what they told us very clearly. I actually have it on camera, so, you know, if you want to watch it, you can watch it. But we were at the other location, and they said 30 minutes. We respectfully moved 30 minutes, and they came back when I was preaching, and we moved again. Now, this is totally opposite of what they told us, what you're saying here. So, you know, you guys have to get your story straight, because I have both of it on video, and if we have to go to court, we'll go to court, because it's on camera. So you're saying opposite of what they told us.
You're saying no application whatsoever. Is that what you're saying?
I'm giving you the warning, yeah.
That's not what they told us. They told us to move along, and we've moved along. This is the fourth location we've moved.
Basically, we've had not complaints, okay?
And she had complaints too, and that's why they said we had to move on, and we respectfully moved. We followed the law, and she said we're not breaking any law. Now you're saying we're breaking a law.
Number on the camera so we have it
It's
identified.
Alpha 175, it's PC, Howie.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to go down here.
We're being respectful. To be respectful to you, we've been very respectful when they came and said move. We moved every time. We have witnesses. We have it on camera. We have you on camera. And so we'll just let the judge sort it out, because You know, the reality of it is you guys are now, you're now in contradiction of each other.
15 minutes. It hasn't even been a half hour.
You're contradicting each other.
Things change, okay?
They don't change in 20 minutes, sir. The law doesn't change in 20 minutes. That's contradiction. You're contradicting what they told us, the officials told us over there is
I'm not standing
contradiction.
here arguing with you, okay? I'm going to deal with the incident, okay? You're not who I'm here to talk to.
I understand that, but you're contradicting what they said.
Okay?
So, yeah, I respect it like that. So let's just move down here.
What's your name?
What happened to my name? I don't know. You're not required to get my name? What's that? Don? D-O-N? Carm, go ahead and set up. H-A-R-M-A-N. H-A-R-M-A-n.
What's the 8,
5, 63.
where are you from?
Capture Valley, California. You're not Christian?
Take your time, yes.
You are?
Yeah. What do you work as?
I'm sorry?
What do you work as?
I'm a mortgage broker. Born again Christian?
Like this.
Jesus said in John 3, many of us are born again. Come home tonight and look at John 3. Study that chapter.
What's your home address?
My home address? 8167 Regency, R-E-G-E-N-C-Y. Drive, D-R. Pleasant City. And T-O-S. California.
Oh, right. You just visiting?
Yeah, it's my third year here preaching the gospel. Just came from England, Oxford, Cambridge, London, preaching.
Do you have a zip code?
94588.
94588.
88.
What I'm going to do then is I'm going to give you a warning in terms of section 54.
So section 54, is there any other numbers to it?
Subsection 1 if you want to do that.
Subsection 1.
Okay.
I know there's all that.
Yeah. Basically, we want you not to use the amplifier again, because you've had complaints about the noise level.
Is there a certain number of complaints before then you say in your code that then you can't use amplification?
No.
Or is it subjective?
Just depends. All it is one complaint.
Now, see, that's from what I understand, there has to be a corroboration of more than one. So there has to be 2 witnesses, is what we're being told. So if you're saying it's only one person, where's the corroboration of the second? That's correct, sir.
Scott's law, you need corroboration, yeah. By the fact that I've come along here and you've been using the microphone and the amplifier, that's sufficient. But there's been more than
that's not what we were told. We were told that it had to be corroborated by 2 witnesses, not by a police officer. It's got to be 2 witnesses. So you're saying one person called and complained, but there's no corroboration with a second. I just want to get this straight so that we have this on camera. What's the case? Because again,
do you understand that?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand because we're getting all the
Basically, what I'm instructing you is not to use amplify yourself again. I'm instructing today.
Me personally?
You personally.
Do you want to hear my screechy voice?
No, I don't mind. You'll
So
quite.
then others can use amplification.
Well, we'll probably get more calls.
No, I know, but I mean, as far as, just so we know, it's late in the day, then Don can preach, and if he gets complaint, then he gets a warning, and he can't use it again. Is that correct?
In fact, it's a public place, that's how it works. If it was a private premises,
If you want to hear my voice, you should call.
if it's a private premises, then what we'd do is we'd go in the household themselves, would be warned. If anyone else then made a noise, then we could go and see something. If that was a public space, I would have to warn each individual. But technically, if we'd only get 2 calls, and it's the same organisation, same thing, it might be a wee bit dubious, but
Well, then I'll use my voice, and if one of my other brothers wants to use it, I'll turn it down. We had it down pretty low over there. And the guy, whoever he was, had a meter out. He came to me twice, I turned it down.
I think
didn't like it. It was
that'd be
fine. We
nice.
moved on our own. We weren't even busy. We just moved on our own.
I think the issue is the amplifier. Okay, if you're just reaching, there shouldn't be problems. It's not going to project that far. It's just with the amplifier. Obviously, it's projecting.
We need Whitfield out here.
I think it's a creep.
So what you're saying is he can't use the amplifier today, is what you're saying. Today.
Tomorrow I get a fresh start.
That is how it works. Unfortunately, yes.
Come in disguise tomorrow. So you thank you.
So I would suggest that your best course of action is just to do it by voice.
Yeah, well, we have representation. Dale McAlpine from Cumbria. He was jailed and he won his case. And so if he was here, yeah, he knows all the details. And, but he didn't come with us from England. He went back to Cumbria. We'll call him up and kind of get, because he goes directly to, I forgot the name of Christian Institute. Yeah, so he knows all the details. We need our vicar, Dale.
We get plenty of preachers, okay?
Yeah.
The fact that you've got the amplifier,
Fair enough.